We're here in Seattle. The World Series on MLB The Show coming up. It's the New York Yankees taking on the Seattle Mariners. First pitch coming at you right after the break. On the hill for the Mariners, Ryan Wu.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
And we're underway here in Game 4.
7 o'clock.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Off the mark there. And a full count now. Stays alive. And a payoff pitch. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Raley has a beat on it. One up, one down. And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Up the middle. And that one handled. 2 quick outs at the top of the first here tonight. 2 outs, base is empty. Here comes Belly to take his cuts. And right back to the mound. Slings to first, 3rd out. Back at T-Mobile Park. And going to the mound in this one for the Yankees, Max Fried. What should we keep an eye on here?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
And there's a foul ball. Line drive. That's a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Cal Raleigh stands in now and watches strike one.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with the pickoff artist on the mound.
Donovan gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Swinging a ground ball and foul ball. Caught him looking for the K. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. Up the middle, and that one finds its way through. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone. And now it's Josh Naylor. Nobody on his team has been better at driving in runs this season, Singy. Yeah, that's fouled off. 0-1 now.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Swing and a bouncer. Chisholm slinging it to first in time. Now it's Randy Arozarena.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. In the dirt. Nothing happening on the bases, though. Two on, two outs. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Huge strikeout there. The fourth game of the World Series. In now is the Yankees DH, Giancarlo Stanton. In the postseason, you see just how important every last play can be. You never know what's going to make the difference in the end.
Like you said, Boog, every play is so pivotal at this point of the year. As a player, you've got to be locked in. Can't make a mistake that could cost your team the season.
Ball.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle into the outfield, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Good job of just putting the ball in play with two strikes. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
And now, Ben Rice.
He starts him with the fastball, and that's a pitch that's right in his wheelhouse. You need to be careful against him with that one.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Back-to-back base hits. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Jose Caballero in the box now. Takes strike one.
Ball one.
Going to count 1-2. Swings and misses, struck him out. And that is a big first out. Two aboard with one out. So up next for New York, Trent Grisham. Second inning here, no score. To first, maybe a 2-ball. To Crawford for 1. Return throw to first, got him. Double play, and that'll do it. Bottom of the second, and stepping in for the Mariners, Rob Refsnyder.
Left fielder, Rob Refsnyder.
Ball 1. Ball.
That one hit to right. Judge in position, and there's one down. Luke Raley up next for the Mariners.
Luke Raley.
Foul ball there. Now the 0-1. A little out front there as he swings through it. Right side. Chisholm. The throw to first. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. So up next, Leo Rivas. A switch hitter batting right. And there's a hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Waste no time there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
J.P. Crawford stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Roll save. That's a stolen base. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in Game 4 of the World Series. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Hit hard on the ground is short. Volpe throws it to first in time. That ends the frame. Back in Seattle, on to the 3rd inning. Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. The 0-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells. That one to first, and it finds its way through for a hit. So now back to the top of the order.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now.
Ball.
Chisholm goes 5 feet 11 inches, 28 years old, and he was born in the Bahamas. Fastball for a strike. Wells leads off first with 1 away. That one in the dirt. Now 2-2.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead. Doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory,
Ball 3.
get yourself into scoring position.
So a
Ball
walk
4 outside.
puts runners
Take
at
your
first and second.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's going to have to buckle down right here.
Judge
Viva!
in the box now. Takes strike one.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touched him.
2 on, 1 out. Judge comes up empty there.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Called out on strikes. 2 outs, runners at first and second. Cody Bellinger, and a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Swung on, belted. That one carrying. Out of here. A soaring shot to center. And the Yankees have the lead. It's 3-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. This one in the air, center field. Rodriguez under it. And that is that. Back at T-Mobile Park, here's the Mariners' leadoff man, Brendan Donovan.
Third baseman, Brendan Donovan.
Ball 2.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Foul ball. The 2-2. That one is upstairs. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Got a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to play off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Raleigh in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Here comes the 0-1. That one fouled off. 0-2 now. See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today. 1 out man at first. Next to hit, Julio Rodriguez. Swings and misses. Went with the sweeper. Tap foul at the plate. Now an 0-2 from Free.
Ball.
And that one lifted in the air, center field. Grisham under it. 2 down. Here's Josh Naylor. He's 0 for 1.
First baseman, Josh Naylor.
And that one a little below the knees. Ball 1. On the ground, right side. Gets him easily, ends the inning. The 4th game of the World Series. And stepping in for the Yankees, Ben Rice. Foul ball there. Top of the zone for a called strike. And he hits a ground ball right side into the outfield. Base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Caballero in the box here lets that one go for a ball.
You know, these Yankees showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game. And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
Ball 3.
Yankees up by 3 here in game 4 of the World Series. This one in the air, center field. And there's one down. Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. He hit into a double play his first time up. Hit hard but foul off to the left.
These hitters like this that have so much power, look forward to seeing them hit the ball a long way. But if you're in the stands or you're in a broadcast booth or you're a writer, better keep your eye on the game.
0-2 now.
Ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Man at first, 1 away. This one popped up. Rivas settles underneath it. And there's 2 away. So up next for New York, Anthony Volpe.
Shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
And a foul ball. Rice off of first with 2 away.
Ball. Ball inside.
Swings and misses. And the count is 2-2. Next offering is outside.
Two out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
In the air, right field. And that is that. Bottom four. Now it's the Mariners DH. Randy Arozarena.
Designated hitter, Randy Arozarena.
Judge settles under this one. And a quick out, number one. Now the left fielder, Rob Refsnyder. Flied to right his first time.
Rob Refsnyder.
Up the middle. What a stop to first. Nicely done for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Raley in the box here and fouls it off for strike one. 2 down, nobody on. On the ground, right side. Jazz tosses to first, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Ready now for the 5th inning. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells.
High.
Hard ground ball, base knock. And a good start to the inning.
Up next,
I know that was a
for the
ground ball,
Yankees,
but it was
second
absolutely
baseman,
hammered through the
Jazz
infield. That's not one you're excited.
Now pitching.
So out of the bullpen for the Mariners, Gabe Spire.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
At the plate, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Ahoy.
Wells gets his lead at first with nobody out. Just a slow ground ball this time. Toss to Naylor. 1 away here in the 5th. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate.
Right fielder.
Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
In the dirt. 1 out, and a runner at second, and we're in the top of the 5th. That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. Going down. A 2-run homer, and they boost their lead. It's 5-0.
At this level, you got to be good. Sometimes you got to be a little lucky. That was a pretty nasty pitch. Sinker on the outside corner, but he did a great job of covering it, and he hit the ball out of the park.
1 down. Cody Bellinger getting ready to hit. He's already homered here in this one. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Brings it in, and there are 2 down. Now here's Giancarlo Stanton, 1 for 2.
Giancarlo Stanton.
Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. And that extends the inning.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Pitch was on the outside, didn't go the other way with it, but still a nice job of using the big part of the field to find a hole. No way he hits it that well if he hooks around the baseball there.
Rice stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball.
Ball 2.
And that one fouled off. Got him swinging. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and stepping in for the Mariners, Leo Rivas.
Well, these Mariners, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
No, that's foul.
Popped in the air, left field. He makes the grab, and there's one down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Crawford batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1.
Ball.
The Yankees leading by 5, last half of inning number 5. Fights that one away, still 1-2. To the right side, Rice. He'll do it himself. Home after the 5th inning, moving along, 2 quick outs. Back to the top of the Seattle order. Now the 3rd baseman, Brendan Donovan. And it's fouled away. Out to short, Volpe. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit.
Well, with his speed, he doesn't get a whole lot of those infield hits, but he was giving it everything he had right there.
Now here is Cal Raleigh.
No.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Donovan off of first with 2 away. Swing and a ball hammered left field. That's got a chance. Caught just shy of the wall. Back in Seattle, top of the 6th inning, Jose Caballero stepping in now for the Yankees. That pitch clips the outside corner. It's 0-1. Caballero in his 3rd season, 29 years old, usually a shortstop, but today starts at 3rd.
One thing he has to remember is that he does not have to cover as much ground. So those balls to his left, remember that you got a good shortstop that can make the backhanded play for you.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. 1 down. Now here's Trent Grisham. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Goes down looking for the strikeout. That K is his third of the game. 2 down, base is empty. And the batter will be the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. There's the strike at the knees. Swing and a foul out of play. Two down, nobody on. Set down on strikes. And he strikes out the side here in the 6th. Back at T-Mobile Park, and stepping in for the Mariners, Julio Rodriguez. On the mound now, Osvaldo Bido.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
On the ground right side. Jazz tosses to first. One pitch and one out. So digging in, Josh Naylor.
This offense has their backs against the wall. You know, baseball has a way of surprising people, but it's going to take a huge effort to fight back and save their season.
On the ground to third, Caballero. Tosses to first, and that is out number 2. 2 outs, base is empty. And next is the designated hitter, Randy Arozarena. Swings here and blasts one left field. That's back there. Out of here. He'll take a jog around the bases. And they're on the scoreboard. It's 5-1.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
So 2 down. Here's the left fielder, Rob Refsnyder.
Ball, that's down.
Liner to second and picked on the hop. Jazz tosses to first. That is the inning. We go to the top of the 7th, and stepping in for the Yankees, Austin Wells.
High.
The 0-1. Way out front for strike 2.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Just missing there. Ball 1.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now. The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Payoff pitch. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. 1 away. And next for New York, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Second baseman, Jazz Chisholm. Now pitching
Jose
for the
A.
Mariners.
Ferrer gets handed the rock out of the pen.
45,
He's into the game with the bases
Jose
empty.
A. Ferrer.
Ball.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Ball.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Brings it in. 2 down. Aaron Judge at the plate. He's already homered in this game.
Aaron Judge.
Two down, nobody on. Late here in game 4.
He's got one already tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if he pops another one here.
0-2. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Up next for the Yankees.
Bellinger
left
up to
fielder,
hit.
Cody Bellinger.
Right down to shoot. Strike 1. In the air to left center. Refsnyder gets under it and makes the grab. And that is that. Bottom of the 7th, and stepping in for the Mariners, Luke Raley.
Right fielder.
They hand the ball over to a new arm, Brent Hedrick.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Now this one's crushed down the line. Hooking, foul ball.
Well, that ball was hit pretty hard and sure had home run distance, but if you're the pitcher out there on the mound, you execute it. Just a long strike, you go after him and finish him off.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. This one in the air, center field. Grisham on the move, and he hauls it in. Leo Ribas up next for the Mariners. He is singled, and he is flied to left. The M's down by 4 here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Gets it to first. That's the 2nd out. Now it's the shortstop, J.P. Crawford. He's grounded out a couple of times. Ground ball to the right side. And that's just foul. The Yanks leading by 4 here in game 4 of the World Series. On the ground to short. And I don't know what's going on there, but he's safe at first. So back to the top of the order. Here's the Mariners leadoff man, Brendan Donovan. Up the middle, Chisholm. And that's the inning. The 4th game of the World Series. We're at the top of the 8th. Giancarlo Stanton stepping in now for the Yankees. Ripped to third. In plenty of time to first. One pitch and one out.
Up next for the
Ben
Yankees,
Rice
first
will hit
baseman
next.
Ben Rice.
Hurry. No.
The 1-2.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Payoff pitch. Naylor steps on the bag. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the
Next
8th.
for the Yankees,
2 down,
first
base is
baseman
empty.
Jose
So up next.
Now pitching for
So the closer
Mariners.
summoned from the bullpen,
Number
Andres
75,
Munoz.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
There's a strike. 95 of that one.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's
Ball
what you
one.
love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Two down, nobody on. Pop foul out of play off to the right. On the ground to third. Fair ball. Around first, digging for 2. Throw to first, and he gets back safely.
Up next for the Yankees, center fielder.
So man aboard. So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. 0 for 3 in this one. Now he steps off. Nothing going on at first. Back to first, and he's safe.
Ball. That's too high.
Runner takes off. Pitch inside. Throw bounces, and he's in there safely with the stolen base. Man at second. That one's in there, and now 2-2. Upstairs. And a payoff pitch. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Man on second, 2 down. And down on strikes. And the inning is over. On to the bottom of the 8th. Now the Mariners catcher, Cal Raleigh. Out of the bullpen for the Yankees, Camilo Doval.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
That just misses. Ball 1. Base hit. That was smoke through the infield. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
And here is Julio Rodriguez.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's real.
Oh, nice stop on a slide. Here's one to first, not in time. Great effort there. One out man at first. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Josh Naylor. 0 for 3 with 3 groundouts. Runner on the go. To the right side. It's through for a hit. Into third now. So runners at the corners and 1 out.
Up next for the Mariners.
Stepping in, Randy Arozarena.
Randy Arozarena.
Swing and a line drive, base hit into left field. The runner from third comes across as they get one back. Bellinger returns it to the infield. Runner holds at third, so just 1 across on the play.
Well, that gets them a little closer. This one, now a huge
new pitcher for the Yankees, Jake Bird.
And a tall task ahead of him right here with 2 runners in scoring position and multiple outs to get. He's going to be pitching for strikeouts here, no question.
Now here is Rob Refsnyder. In the dirt, and he can't hang on to it. Almost a fantastic play. Luke Raley now at the plate. Hard liner. Oh, he can't hang on. In to score from third, and now they trail by 1.
Big time at bat right there. Comes through, and they're back within a run. Really important at bat coming up now.
Here's the second baseman, Leo Ribas. Just missed.
Lots of anxious fans in the ballpark right now. You can feel it. At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boo.
On the ground, Chisholm. The flip, 1 at second, on to first, safe. So they get 1, but a really nice try there. J.P. Crawford gets a chance to hit. One for 3. Tim Hill into the game.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Off the plate inside, ball 1.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
2 on, 2 outs. Runner on the go. No throw, safe at second. And a 1-2. Got him swinging for the K. They limit the damage here. Back in Seattle, we go to the 9th. Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees.
This guy's sink has so much drop at it, it's almost like a split-finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Swings over the top of that one.
The hitter early and off balance on that swing. If I'm the pitcher, I'm taking a little bit more off, see if you can get him to chase something in the dirt.
High fly ball down the left field line. That's back. And it is gone. So he goes yard to left. And they add on. It's 6-4.
A little more breathing room is always a good thing in baseball, and now they have it. For a pitcher, the odds are in your favor if you keep that breaking ball down. That time, he got punished for it. Hitter just did a really good job of staying within himself and getting the barrel to the baseball.
Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. And first offering is fouled off.
But you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Fouls one off out of play. Back to our left. Munoz, a 6'2" righty, 27 years old, and he's a native of Mexico. That's a strikeout. Woody Keller says he won a round. Back to the top of the order. Now it's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. One out, base is empty, and a run in late here in Game 4. That misses the zone. Ball one.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
Comes a 2-2. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. Two outs, base is empty. Now the number 2 hitter, Aaron Judge. Out towards right center field. Raley on the move to the alley. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that's the third out. Bottom 9. Here's the Mariners leadoff man, Brendan Donovan. David Bednar comes on trying to close it out.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
That one fouled off.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Here's a 1-2. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Cal Raleigh, the next to hit. The Yankees trying to close out a 2-run lead here in Game 4 of the World Series. Swing and a ground ball. Now the throw to first on the run. It's there, and that's a great play. So it's their last chance in this one. Digging in, Julio Rodriguez. Two-run game, a 2 away here in the bottom of the 9th. They're down to their final strike.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
The 1-2. And they're back on top of the baseball world. The Yankees are once again World Series champs.
Congratulations to the World Series champions. Incredibly special team. So proud of these players. I know the fans back in their hometown. Everybody going nuts right now. It's going to be such an amazing reception when they return home.
Welcome back on the show as we see some of the final moments and reactions in this World Series clinching game. And now let's go down on the field where they're set to present the Commissioner's Trophy to the World Series champs. Singleton and our outstanding crew. I'm John Shambi. This has been the World Series on MLB The Show.